6:46, time now for the morning rush. State police continue their investigation after a man was shot dead by the Valencia County Sheriff's deputy. Around 10:30 on Sunday night, VCSO was called to a neighborhood to reports of shots fired. State police say deputies saw one person firing a weapon in the direction of a home. One deputy opened fire, striking 51-year-old Michael Gabaldon, who died from his wounds.
An Albuquerque man is out of custody as he awaits his trial for a fatal crash on Central. APD says in August, Edgar Silva was speeding in a black Dodge truck, then lost control on Central near 47th Street, and then veered into oncoming traffic, hitting another vehicle head-on. That other driver was killed. Now, APD recently arrested Silva in connection to the crash. Police believe that he was racing with another truck at the time.
Albuquerque police are investigating an incident in which two children were hit by a car. According to APD, the children were riding on a dirt bike near San Mateo and Manal yesterday evening when they were hit. One of the kids was taken to the hospital in critical condition. The other is being treated for non-life-threatening injuries. Ryan.
A cool front is coming on through. Not much cooler today. Temperatures still above normal, but it will be at least a few degrees cooler than that of yesterday. Winds this morning gusting between 30 up to 45 to 50 miles per hour, especially around the Albuquerque metro within the next hour or so. Less windy this afternoon, more pleasant weather ahead.
Parts of the Lincoln National Forest affected by the South Fork fire will be closed for the time being as the U.S. Forest Service works to reseed the areas, while areas of the Smoky Bear Ranger District will be closed for reseeding and mulching of projects in the burn scar. Forest officials expect that area to reopen in mid-November.
The Environmental Protection Agency will present plans to make a former dry cleaning business in Albuquerque a national priority for environmental cleanup. Officials say Carlisle Village Cleaners has left behind a chemical footprint that could be impacting air quality in the nearby residential area. The EPA will host an open house meeting about the proposal tonight from 6:30 to 8:30.
Los Alamos County is now partnering with Vitalent to host a blood drive as part of an effort to address the declining number of blood donations nationwide. It's going to be happening from 10 this morning until 3 this afternoon. A blood mobile will be parked at the municipal building that's going to be on Central Avenue in Los Alamos. Ryan.
A bit of a breezy start this morning. Winds may gust between 30 to 50 miles per hour. Already winds gusting more than 30 miles per hour. Temperatures dropping in the lower 60s. It's a cool front because not that much cooler today, reaching the 80s, still above normal for this time of year in Albuquerque. Very low rain chances ahead.
ABQ Ride says more people are jumping back on board city buses. The new data shows ridership reached nearly 646,000 passengers in July and rose to nearly 668,000 last month. That's the highest number since March 2020.
The Farmington Police Department is now inviting the community to its National Night Out event. The department says that the family-friendly event celebrates Recovery Month and will feature free pumpkins, face painting, raffles, a live DJ, and more. Free hot dogs will be provided while supplies last. That's all happening from 4 to 7 this evening at Biopark.
Plane passengers traveling to this year's Balloon Fiesta will be met with some major construction when they arrive at the Sunport. The Sunport says shipping delays and unexpected setbacks are pushing back the deadline for the new food hall that's set to feature more than a dozen eateries. The Sunport is now aiming for the new food spaces to open around Christmas. Ryan.
Now taking a look at traffic, mostly smooth conditions across the board as of right now. And let's take a look at Tracker. It's heading south on 925 near Lead and Cole. A few cars on the roadways from what we can see. Again, good traffic. We'll have more updates throughout the morning commute.
Age is not a limit for this 81-year-old who was one of the finalists for the Miss Universe Korean pageant. Choi Soon-hwa was one of the 32 participants in the beauty pageant. She is now in because of an age restriction that was recently lifted from the competition. Although she did not win the South Korean competition, she was awarded as the best dressed.
And now it's time for the 5 facts.
At number 5, the Albuquerque Biopark recently announced that they are the new home to the first Andean bear named Ben. The bear is a vulnerable species, meaning that Ben is one of about 10,000 left. Well, he used to live at the St. Louis Zoo. That's where he earned a reputation as an escape artist after the zoo says he broke out of his enclosure twice. His enclosure at the Biopark used to be the Malayan tiger habitat, and officials hope to make it his permanent home.
At number 4, an Albuquerque man is out of custody as he awaits his trial for a fatal crash on Central. APD says in August, the driver of a black Dodge truck lost control on Central near 47th Street and veered into oncoming traffic, hitting another vehicle head-on. The driver of that second vehicle, identified as Carlos Lucero, was killed. APD recently arrested Edgar Silva in connection to that fatal crash. Police believe Silva was racing with another truck at the time.
And at number 3, a cool front is coming on through. Not much cooler behind the front, but still we'll see temperatures at least several degrees cooler than that of yesterday. But because yesterday was a record-breaking day, temperatures will still be above normal today. Strong winds this morning, but lighter winds ahead.
At number 2, 2 people are facing a number of charges, accused of leading multiple law enforcement agencies on a high-speed chase through the metro and out to Edgewood. Early Saturday morning, a New Mexico State Police officer spotted a Dodge Challenger speeding on westbound I-40. The criminal complaint states the driver, 21-year-old Jamin Hiron, was weaving in and out of traffic, nearly hitting other drivers on the road. Investigators say Hiron was finally stopped in the East Mountains. Hiron and his passenger, 18-year-old Eva Fernandez Montoya, were both taken into custody, facing multiple charges.
And at number 1, state police continue their investigation this morning after a man was shot dead by a Valencia County Sheriff's deputy. Deputies say that they were called out to the home of Thomas Rodriguez in East Valencia County around 3 on Sunday afternoon. Well, neighbors say that Rodriguez was shooting his gun in the air. Deputies had been called out to that home multiple times, including to stop a fight between Rodriguez and his neighbor, 51-year-old Michael Gabaldon. Around 10:30 on Sunday night, though, VCSO was called out again to the neighborhood to reports of shots fired. State police say that the deputies saw one person firing a weapon in the direction of a home. That is when one deputy opened fire, striking Gabaldon, who died from his wounds. Police later arrested Rodriguez after an overnight SWAT standoff, and they say he has an extensive criminal history.